Hey, what's up, guys? It's a Sports Splits here, and we're back with another NFL Mock the Mock. Before we get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We are going to be taking a look at Ryan Wilson with CBS Sports mock draft. CBS Sports mock drafts are definitely interesting, to say the least. There's been definitely some that I have strongly disagreed with. There's been some that I actually really like. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Starting with the number 1 overall pick, he has the Jaguars taking Aiden Hutchinson. I think really for the Jags, it's got to be either Aiden Hutchinson or Evan Neal. I think those are definitely the top 2 prospects. I think the Jags, they'll really want to protect Trevor Lawrence. So, I think it would make probably a little bit more sense to go Evan Neal here, but their pass rush also wasn't great this last year, so Aiden Hutchinson would also make sense. Number 2, he has the Lions taking Kayvon. Whichever edge rusher is available right there, I think the Lions will take. Their offensive line is actually really good, so they don't need to worry about a tackle. If Aiden Hutchinson's there, I think Lions take him. If he's not, they take Kayvon. So, pick number 3 has the Texans taking Kyle Hamilton. I think really if Evan Neal is on the board right here, I think the Texans should and will take Evan Neal. I do like Kyle Hamilton a lot. There's certain teams that I definitely think he's a better fit for than others. Like if you saw my mock draft yesterday, he fell clear to, I think, number 16. And that's with keeping in mind, like, he's a top 7 prospect for me. Like, he's that good. It completely depends on fit, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think the Texans right here should have taken Evan Neal, if I'm being honest, but not a bad pick. Number 4, he has the Jets taking Akeem Ekwonu. I actually like the pick. I'm not like super high on it because I don't truly feel like really Icky or Mekhi Becton can play right tackle. But really, if we're being honest here, if you keep Mekhi Becton at left tackle and George Fant at right tackle, you could honestly put Icky at left guard. He could dominate right there. That left side would be insanely powerful for running. And slide Elijah Vera Tucker to the right guard position. And that offensive line is immediately miles better. So, I kind of like it. Number 5, he has the Giants finally taking Evan Neal. I think that makes plenty of sense. Evan Neal actually has experience playing on the right side at right tackle. So Andrew Thomas wouldn't have to move in that case, and it'd help the Giants' offensive line a lot. Number 6, he has the Panthers taking Charles Cross. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest. Taylor Moton had a pretty solid year this last year, and really, most of the season their left tackle position struggled. But when Brady Christensen was out there, it looked a lot better. And they started giving Brady some playing time, in the back few games of the season. And yeah, he played pretty solid. So I personally think the Panthers need interior offensive line more than a tackle. I think really if Akeem Ekwonu or really Evan Neal too, just because Evan Neal's, that good of a prospect. If those two are off the board, I say you either take a quarterback, but if you're not comfortable with the quarterbacks, trade back a few spots, see if you can't possibly land like Tyler Linderbaum. So that's my opinion on that. Number 7, the Giants take Tyler Linderbaum, so there he goes. I've had the Giants double dip on offensive line multiple times. I think it makes plenty of sense. So, yeah, good pick. Number 8, he has the Falcons taking Ahmad Gardner. I'm actually not mad about this. I think Derek Stingley is still my number one corner in the draft. I think he's, overall the most talented. But Ahmad Gardner is damn good. Like, for those of you who don't know, like, Gardner was, at the start of the offseason, he was kind of tied in the range with Kyer Elam for me, for like my number 4 corner. And after watching more tape on him, he rose to my number 3 corner. And then I compared him and Andrew Booth more and more. And I think I'd probably put Gardner above Booth now, if we're being honest. So like Ahmad Gardner's he's so talented. He didn't allow a single touchdown this last year. I think him and AJ Terrell would be a nasty combination. So at pick number 9, the Broncos take Matt Corral. I'll be honest, like I'm still having a hard time making up my mind with some of the quarterbacks in this class. I mean, I like Matt Corral. I think he's talented. I think in the right system he could be pretty good. I will say, my top 2 quarterbacks in this draft are Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis. Those are my 2 favorite. Malik Willis, I don't think is necessarily ready right now, but has the highest ceiling. Kenny Pickett, I truly feel like, with some good coaching, he could honestly be like a Justin Herbert level quarterback. I really believe that. And I like Matt Corral. Again, I do. I don't think his ceiling is insanely high. And I think the Broncos want to get someone with a higher ceiling so they don't have to keep, changing their quarterback every year or two. So I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that pick. Number 10, the Jets taking David Ojabo. Okay, I think that makes actually a lot of sense. I really like David Ojabo. In fact, he might be higher on my board than Karlaftis now. The more and more I watch David Ojabo, the more he rises, and really combination with him and Carl Lawson, like that's a nasty combination. I'm a big fan of Ojabo. Number 11, he has the Washington Commanders, as it's now being reported, taking Nakobe Dean. I mean, Dean is a blue chip prospect. I think he's incredible. I really do. I think him and Devin Lloyd are easily the best linebackers in this draft. But I don't think Washington, in this case, would pass on a quarterback. It sounds to me like Ron Rivera really, really wants a new and really talented quarterback here. There were reports that they were planning on taking a big swing at quarterback this offseason. And I don't know if that means drafting one in the first round, if it means trading for a guy like Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. But I'm not, if they do have this pick, like they didn't trade it for one of those guys, I would expect them to go quarterback. That's just my opinion here. But number 12, he has the Vikings taking Derek Stingley. Makes plenty of sense. I've actually had him going to the Vikings multiple times. I like the pick. 13 has the Browns take Treylon Burks. Again, I think the Browns should definitely take a wide receiver. I've usually had them take Garrett Wilson just because I think he's the best fit there. But I think Treylon Burks is my number 1 overall receiver in this class. I'm a big fan of the kid. I mean, he's big, he's fast, he runs solid routes. To me, he's kind of just like a slightly slower but better route running DK Metcalf, in my opinion. Number 14, he has the Ravens taking Andrew Booth. I don't think that's a bad pick. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. But I mean, Marcus Peters should be healthy this season. Obviously, they've got Marlon Humphrey still. So I don't think corner is a big enough need that they need to take one in the first round, especially with how deep this cornerback class is. This corner class is insanely deep. Like, there's some dang good corners here. So I think really for the Ravens, if Karlaftis or Trayvon Walker are on the board right here, you take them. But I don't hate the pick. 15, he has the Eagles taking Garrett Wilson. I like Garrett Wilson too. I'm a big fan of him. I think getting a new weapon for Jalen Hurts. Sorry, I just forgot his name for a second. Jalen Hurts. I think that would be really good, especially with the issues with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Jalen Reagor. I mean, neither of them have really worked out to be too great. So 16, he has them taking Devin Lloyd, my boy. Anybody that has come to this channel and watched my mock drafts before know how big of a fan I am of Devin Lloyd. I think he's my favorite linebacker in the draft. I think him to the Eagles is probably the best fit in the entire draft. Like, I love seeing him go to the Eagles. 17, Trayvon Walker going to the Chargers. That's not a bad idea at all. They definitely need some edge help after losing Melvin Ingram. So Trayvon Walker definitely makes a lot of sense. And really, like, he can honestly slide inside if they need him to. So I like the pick. Good fit. Then he has the Saints taking Malik Willis. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Malik Willis has the highest upside out of any quarterback in this draft in my eyes. I think, man, he's talented. I don't think he's ready right now. He's definitely going to need some, coaching and everything, but he is talented. I think they should give Jameis Winston a chance, though. I mean, they were 5-2 with Jameis Winston, and he played pretty solid when he was there. I think if they were to keep... I'm sorry, guys. I'm still coughing a little bit. I apologize. But if they keep Jameis and give him some weapons, I think he can be pretty dangerous. I really do. All right, so at pick 19, the Eagles take Trent McDuffie. I like the pick. I think with the remaining board here, I would probably rather take Kyer Elam or Roger McCreary, actually. I'm a huge fan of both those guys. I like Kyer Elam more than McCreary, if we're being honest. He's my number 4 corner in this class, and he's just a baller. I don't think he gets the love he really deserves. Kyer Elam is really good, and again, I like Roger McCreary a lot more too. So I think those two would be a better pick than Trent McDuffie, but I'm not opposed at all to them taking a corner right here. I think that's a good idea. Number 20, he has the Steelers taking Kenny Pickett. They get probably their future franchise quarterback. So I like it. I like it a lot. 21, the Patriots taking Drake London. Wasn't expecting that, but I like it. A good red zone target for Mac Jones, can make those contested catches. I mean, really, Mac Jones can just throw it up in the air and Drake London can jump up and catch it. I mean, that's really how it is. 22, he has the Raiders taking George Karlaftis. I'm not really a big fan of that because the Raiders don't need edge help. They need interior defensive line help. So if a guy like Jordan Davis or even DeMarvin Leal are still on the board right here, you've got to go with one of them over Karlaftis. I like Karlaftis, but they do not need an edge. They really don't. Or even a receiver or Kyer Elam or something I think would be a better pick here. I'm not a big fan of this one. 23, he has the Cardinals taking Jameson Williams. I think it'd be a pretty good idea for them to get a new receiver since AJ Green is getting up there in age, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to re-sign Christian Kirk either. They may not. We're not sure yet. But they've got some bigger needs, okay? They've got cornerback needs. Like I've mentioned multiple times already, Kyrie Lam is still on the board, or Roger McCreary still on the board, or even edge rusher help. They could get Trayvon Walker. If the Raiders would have been smart and taken someone besides Karlaftis, they could take Karlaftis here. I mean, yeah, I like Jameson Williams. It is a sexy pick, but you've also got to try to address areas of need if you can. 24, the Cowboys are taking Logan Hall. I'm not opposed to them taking a D tackle. I just truly think they should go with a guy like Jordan Davis or DeMarvin Leal instead. I mean, I think those two are both better than Logan Hall. Just my opinion there. 25 has them taking Daxton Hill. So Daxton Hill is actually a safety. I'm not sure why they have him listed as a corner. I'm not opposed to the Bills taking a corner, but I am opposed to them taking a safety. So I don't really understand this pick much at all. I think there's plenty of guys that would be a better pick for the Bills right here, so not a big fan of that. 26, he has the Titans taking Kenyon Green. Yeah, their offensive line struggled this last year quite a bit. Getting a good offensive lineman like Kenyon Green would definitely help Derrick Henry a lot. So, I like that pick. 27 has the Bucks taking Roger McCreary. I like that pick. I mean, their secondary was definitely suspect, we'll say, for 2022, 2021. Sorry, I'm getting all the seasons mixed up. For 2021, their secondary was definitely struggling. Obviously though, Tom Brady retired. They'll need some receiver help. So I don't know. It's a situation. Would you rather go with a quarterback here? Would you rather get a receiver? Or I don't know. I don't hate the pick. I think there's other guys they could have taken, but I mean it definitely makes sense though. 28, he has the Packers taking Jordan Davis. I think that makes sense. I mean, pair him up with Kenny Clark, and that interior D line is really, really good. 29 has the Dolphins taking Chris Olave. I'm really not opposed to the Dolphins taking a new receiver for Tua. I mean, get Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker, and Chris Olave. I mean, that's a pretty solid receiving core. So, yeah, I like the pick. 30, he has the Chiefs taking Cam Thomas. I like that pick as well. I think the Chiefs definitely need some edge help. So, 31 has the Bengals taking Darian Kennard. I'm not opposed to that at all. I think he actually had a good day at the Senior Bowl practice yesterday, I believe. He looked pretty good from the clips that I saw. Trevor Penning is also definitely an option here, but either way, need to get some protection for Burrow, and I think that makes plenty of sense. I like it. And last, Brian Cook. Okay, not a huge fan of this pick. I think the Lions definitely should consider safety, but I'm not like a big fan of this specific pick. If Daxton Hill was still on the board, definitely take him. I think another guy that you should consider is Lewis Seen. You could also consider Jaquan Brisker here. Oh wait, sorry about that, guys. I was on the mock draft screen from yesterday. I couldn't remember Jaquan Brisker's name for a split second there, so I had to hurry up and double check what his name was. But yeah, Jaquan Brisker definitely I think is a better option here. So again, I'm not opposed to the Lions going safety at all, but there's better safeties they can take. But yeah, overall, not Ryan Wilson's worst mock draft. I've definitely seen him put out worse ones. So Yeah, I think it definitely got better. So let me know your opinions of this mock draft in the comments section below. Again, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.